All right, did the team composition thing. Time to do the actual TFO.
Good,
Or,
you made it.
well, whatever.
Okay,
I'm gonna leave because why not?
right, let's get moving. We need to get to the complex quickly. So much for the bombing run. Enterprise must have finished off the Borg vessel.
Okay, so here.
Near the Borg, your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
After all this time, they still haven't learned. Resistance is inevitable.
Seriously, die already. I know. I was not properly. Wait, what? That one didn't miss. Weird. Whatever.
Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors.
Now, are the Klingons still here? No, wasn't expecting them to be. Yeah, giving bridge officers pets is actually really good for stuff like this because bridge officers will summon the pets. Actually, just occurs to me I only have one pet. I should have. I forgot to add pets
Not
to the
picking
other
up any
three.
Borg life signs in the complex.
That is definitely
Cardin's
something
people
that you
should
could
be here now.
improve.
Let's make sure before we move on.
Good pets do give you something. Why is it? Oh, I have to talk to them.
Okay, my truck. Got it. Heads up, there are drones ahead.
Ah, rubber
Your defenses are
really.
insufficient. You will be assimilated.
And one thing that's noteworthy is that those crystal prism turrets will not intentionally hit the explosive barrels. However, some splash damage abilities will damage the explosive barrels too. Oh yeah, that's right. I think Janeway's assimilate dead thing doesn't work on Borg. Oh yeah, see, there's an explosive. Seven intentionally shot that. Huh. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, you do. Okay.
There are lights over there. Looks like a camp of some kind. The Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need
Yes,
to protect
yes,
the
yes.
locals.
The Borg will be here.
Picking up life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
What do you want? Get away from us!
You will be assimilated. You will adapt to certain collective.
What the hell are those things? Robots? Zombies? Robot zombies?
Funny thing is that is actually
Break something like
something
that.
that's
Take out
kind of
those drones.
hmm. Yeah, that's right. This is supposedly on. Is this what I would consider optical gameplay? Whatever. I genuinely think that they actually have them spawn in waves here, so
We need to do a
you
memory.
don't actually have all of
I
the
can't remember the
present.
Setting your tricorder to emit a neurolytic pulse should work.
Oh yeah, also if you stand in the campfire, you will take damage. it's rather trivial damage, mind you, but still. See, look, Met is standing in the campfire and taking damage. Notice how the bridge officer didn't care enough to move out of the campfire. Yeah, the damage is that.
Looks like the Borg.
What?
Looks like the. Alright, this area is clear. Picking up Borg signals to the north, though.
Tick, 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 tick.
Apparently, resource node
And
01 is a garbage dump. Seems wonderful. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they don't find it. Great. This place smells and it's swarming. Take him down.
yeah, I'm not going to actually place all 5 crystals here. Just do the initial 3 and then just like sweep everything.
Let's see if we can figure out what they were looking for here.
It's like most of the damage here is actually just the exploding barrels. It's like what an exploding barrel gets hit by an AoE at random. Kaboom! Also, what she says when searching for clues has nothing to do with your actual attention. If you look at them, you will find that like this is actually just a pile of sprockets. These look like pieces of someone's transmission.
Tubing.
She said copper tubing, which, okay, if it was radiator pieces, I could see that, but it doesn't look like that. Again, those look like gears. Let's see, let's find one that looks like something else. Like, hey, this one. One of those is a rather chunky thing. Looks like maybe it could be a radiator piece. Let's see. One of them actually does have the appearance. It looks like a pile of electronics pieces. Yeah, like those look like bits of electronics pieces. This one should be lithium batteries.
Lithium batteries.
So, like that would actually be something that kind of looks like it might be lithium batteries. And that was my crystal prism self-destruct because I've done it. Now, this is a location where setting up crystal prisms is also a good idea.
No sign of the Borg. Run a scan. Make sure Picard's team is all accounted for.
The trigger for this is actually surprisingly small because you have to move to a specific location. It's like a
Picking up Starfleet con badges inside the bar. Hold on. More Starfleet con badges inbound, but they're on Borg.
What the? Did I see? I just saw a Borg jump into a tree. Yeah, it's a Borg in a tree. Huh? I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, the main downside with that singularity grenade thingy is really that it has a short range. As you may have noticed, it has a much shorter range than exothermic induction field for some reason. Why? I don't know. You could listen to Cochrane talking to Riker and Troy if you really want to in his TFO.
Okay.
The conversation is audio
transmission towers
lifted
are next
directly from the movie. Now here, I do actually have the opportunity to pre-place crystals before the enemy shows up, and it instantly gets aggroed by 7, because 7 does that. Yeah, dropping the singularity grenade and exothermic induction field on a group of enemies, that's a lot of damage. Also, if bridge officers are getting kill threaded, that means you're not going to live. So you do kind of need to out DPS your bridge officers in situations like this to get maximum loot. Now for this part, I'm actually just going to put the prisms in a line, because you want to walk from one point to another. Yeah, that purple lightning thing my bridge officer just did, that doesn't hit barrels. That hit barrels. That was me manually shooting something. Now we touch the box, and 7 will begin work on the box. While 7 is working on the box, we start moving crystal prisms towards the next box.
I'm using a simple modulating cipher.
Now, see, one thing to remember is that the main hub,
Alright,
the
this one's
Borg
done.
over
Let's go.
there, will always have Borg. Certain other places will have Borg some of the time, but not all of the time. Let's see, let's go up there. Then target the propane. Yeah, there wasn't any Borg up
Here to go. Stay sharp. They know we're up to something.
there. Okay, place the crystal here to make sure they don't spawn, touch the box. What? Temet got KO'd. What? How? Yeah, of course he's down.
This will go a lot smoother if I'm not under fire. They're onto us. Security protocols for spike and not integral.
Well, that didn't go as well as I was hoping. This is actually a rather common thing to happen here, though, is that it will just periodically have waves of Borg spawn in this little thing, and if you're
Yeah.
busy fighting them somewhere else, yeah, that can be shit. Now, go run over here and touch the box. 7 will begin mangling the box, and I am going to move away from 7 so that the Borg will not attack the area near the box. I want to distract them into attacking this area over here.
Those drones are getting too close for comfort. Fix that.
Someone fired on 7. She says that he took some fires on her. Yeah, there's no one actually over there.
We're using a fractal self-replicating security group. As fast as I can.
Yeah, that tricky little thing line. Yeah, that just means that she's past that 40%.
Got it. Transporter's out of commission.
And we're done here. Yeah, only issue I had was when we had the wave of Borg reinforcements
the worst
pop
of it.
up while I was still clearing point 2,
Nice work.
which is a rather common thing to have an issue with when doing this only. Alrighty then. Well, see you guys next time.